right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. Stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. On the move to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Terry McLaurin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it to the end zone, but it's incomplete. And that is one, no doubt, that may come back to haunt them because the PAT tied it. They didn't need to go for 2.
I keep searching for an explanation. I know it's quick right here. I think I can search for the next year and not come up with anything that absolutely works. Kick the point, man. Kick the point. I don't get it.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
There isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Well, CD a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. This is Mostert, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short.
8-yard pickup brings up 4th down and 1.
They'll try it now with Mostert, and they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Bengals will get the football back. The Bengals drive about to get going. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away to his left. He's going to take off with it. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
And he slings one that's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down. The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. Back to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. They've been burned twice already on fourth down, but the third time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They'll find Lindsey here. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down. Again, he'll drop to throw.
They should have put a stamp on me in the
locker room.
locker room.
They will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
Cincinnati.
J.K. Dobbins, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he is going to be stopped on the return at his own 3-yard line.
12. Ravens 7. Younghoe Koo set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. On the return, here's Hall. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30, right about the 29.
10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
That'll get them some of what they needed, but they're still left here with a 3rd and 9 forthcoming.
3rd and 9.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. And Bowden going to throw. That's caught. It's Robert Tonyan, the tight end. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he's going to get this into enemy territory at the 45. 16 yards on that one and a Raven first.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
On first down, they go with Mostert again. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, They go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Now Bowden. Got him there. It's Tanyan complete.
They dialed up the blitz on 3rd down, and your worry as a defense that they can hit you with a big play in that situation. Instead, the blitz pays off, able to rally to the football and make the play.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Tim Patrick, as the first half is winding down, and the Ravens have once again taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
This will be fielded inside the 5. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
He's trying to get it to Terry McLaurin. That'll bring up 2nd down.
For Davius White on the coverage.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Here's Koo to kick it off. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Now this throw caught left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30.
At the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. This is Gordon. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
Melvin Gordon.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
They go back to the ground, this time Mostert. And shedding through the tackle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Now Mostert. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
The tackle made by
Boy, we're Where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
On second down now, it's Gordon. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That one a first down pickup of 8.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They go back to Gordon here on first down. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Mostert. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3.
Check 52. Switch.
They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths, running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that. It wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
And no return on this one. It's a fair catch, a signal for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
The 27.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll drop to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. Well, you don't want to coach him, Charles, to stay in the pocket on every play, but I guess that's the danger of getting outside of the pocket, extending a play, and making a bad throw. Turns into 6 points the other way.
Yeah, sometimes when you get outside the pocket, your vision actually gets obscured a little bit, or you narrow it down too much, and you don't see all the defenders in the area.
John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
Check 13. Check 13. You got time. You got time. You got time out there. Check out. Check out.
It's a run with Mostert. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more.
Ravens 29. Bengals 12. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
Bengals drive about to get going, and they gave up the pick 6, and now they'll be looking to right the ship here. Now, as a quarterback, are you a little more cautious this go-around?
You should be, just because after what you gave up, but you can't be so cautious as to just really take things in, and now you're not going to play loose enough to give your team a chance to score. But you still have to be careful, because those defensive guys, I know the reputation defense guys can't catch.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here's Mostert. He's got the first down inside the 10, and finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. Here's Mostert. And the Ravens are going to have a first and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
On second down, they'll run with Gordon. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Down and goal to go.
So on third and goal, Gordon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, but they do keep him out of the end zone, and now it's 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Raheem Mostert with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
He was brought down.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Buying time to his left. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Back now in Baltimore. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. This to McLaurin out on the left side. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there, it's going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Eluding the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. It's Khalil Mack that time, shooting in there to get him to the ground.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
Out of the gun now on third down. And it's caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. DeAndre Hopkins. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. They'll buy some time right. And this is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
First and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They're looking at a 3rd straight win here if they can hold on. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Now this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it in. Inside the 40. So here, the men in charge are going to be looking at whether or not the receiver had possession of the ball as he went out of bounds.
And they have to make sure that the receiver got both feet down in bounds as well.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 9. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the 1st. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Once again, it's Mostert. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They hand it off to Mostert. And some room to maneuver. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 56 yards as the Ravens push further out in front. A Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And no good. Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. From the 6. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Tre'Davious White with a pick. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them. I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. On 2nd down, it's Gordon. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Give them 14 on that one and a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point in the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And the Ravens are going to have a 1st and goal as he's inside the 10 down to the 7-yard line. That play gets him 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. Where the Ravens are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
Well, they made the play there, and I'll guarantee you their coaches and the other players are screaming at them about their pride. Come on, guys. He's already gotten in 3 times. You can't give up a 4th one. And on that play, they were able to make the stop.
And you knew they were going to go to him to try to get that 4th.
And why wouldn't they? It's not just getting the 4th. He's the hot hand, so to speak, right? The hot feet in this situation. And he knows how to find the end zone. That time, he just didn't get there.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. They'll try and punch it in. Gordon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, they mentioned this week, Charles, they had a couple kinks on offense that they wanted to fix. I would say they're pretty well fixed.
There's no doubt about that. I mean, just about everything they've run has been successful in this one. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm done with this, right? I have no answers for anything. In fact, I'd probably send a note to the clock operator. Let it run.
Jason Sanders set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This one taken just inside the 10. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. The throw right side is complete here on the first play of the drive. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Successful start to the drive, 17 yards. It moves the sticks. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Being chased out left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Here's Lindsey. And they'll get this across the midfield stripe, but still winding up short of the first down. And he gets a good chunk of yards there, 8 all told, but they're still looking at a 4th down.
4th down.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let it fly. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line. Today's final.
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they